Global warming is the factor that contributes to melting ice sheets and glaciers around the expansion of warming seawater. Sea level rise is the direct result of global warming. In Florida, the main cause of the rising sea level is dependent upon the melting ice sheets and the porous limestone that the state stems from. Compared to 1950, the sea level increased up to 8 inches higher. Sea level changes and accelerations are measured every 6 minutes through technology like satellites, floating bayous, and tidal gauges. In the last decade, the speed at which Florida's sea level is rising has increased and is now rising by as much as 1 inch every 3 years. Around Miami, it took around 31 years for the sea level to rise by 6 inches. Scientists now forecast that just in the next 15 years, the sea level will have risen by another 6 inches. Sea level rise 2019. The environmental and community impact of the sea level rise is extremely threatening. The closing of roads will prevent commute to schools, homes, hospitals, etc. The ocean rise can affect drinking water. The salt water from oceans can mix with drinking water, decontaminating water wells. Also, the high seas can place more underground pressure on sewage systems, causing salt water and drinking water to mix and causing other health hazards. The traditional solutions and answers to the threat does not apply to Florida because of the bedrock beneath the state is porous limestone, which acts like a hard sponge full of holes and allows groundwater to rise at the same rate as the ocean. Sea level rise 2019. Water can flow through the porous ground from below and under seawells. The state is willing to spend over $4 billion in order to solve this threat. Florida has formed a plan with Miami Beach, Fort Lauderdale, and Broward County, each tackling different scales in order to provide sufficient resources. Miami Beach is contributing $400 million towards seawalls, pumps, and raising roads. Fort Lauderdale developed a $1 billion plan, and Broward County has a $250 million project to deal with sewage systems.